I think so often about how we can be very harsh in how we look at other people, and we judge people on things that are really not that important in the grand scheme of things, but they really feel important to us. And one of the things that we judge people very harshly on, especially when we look at potential relationships in our lives, and when I mean relationships, I'm talking romantic relationships, is we judge people so much on physical attractiveness and making that work as a part of a successful relationship. And so we look at people from the outside in instead of looking at them from the inside out, to the point that if the person that we're looking at as a potential dating person, as a person that potentially we would get into a relationship with, as a person that we would potentially marry, we start so much judging people from the outside, to the point that when you judge somebody from the outside, you might cut them right off the bat if they don't fit your expectations of somebody's level of attractiveness. And so when they don't meet that level of expectation that you have, you sometimes cut them right off the bat, and you could be cutting somebody that could be very good for you, a good fit for you. I can still remember, and it was a long time ago, more than 20 years ago, a friend that I had in college was talking about a guy that she was interested in, and the thing that she said was, he has this really good looking sex appeal that really is attractive. If only I could change his personality. And I don't say that to try to call this person out or embarrass this person, because that's what a lot of people feel. This person just had I think maybe had the comfort level to just admit it and say it. But it's something that we all, or most of us, think quite a bit. We just keep it to ourselves and just don't say it openly to someone that we know. We might say it to someone that we really trust, but more likely than not, we're going to keep it in our head and we're going to think it, just not say it. And so it's really important that we really work toward building successful relationships by looking at people more from the inside out, and to not be so visually stimulated, so physically stimulated, that we ignore the things that really are going to work in a successful relationship, because we're so caught up in the physical attractiveness, because eventually that's going to fade to some degree, sometimes to a greater degree, sometimes to a lesser degree, but it's going to fade. And then what do you have left to rely upon that's going to help you not have 1, 2, 3, 4 divorces? Not to say that I'm being critical of anybody that gets divorced. It happens, things happen. But when you look at the person that you're potentially going to date and marry in a certain way, and you're being more realistic about it, then maybe you lessen the chance of having a relationship that's going to ultimately fail. And so hopefully we will bring ourselves to a point where we're not just looking so much from the outside in, that we're disqualifying people that could actually be good fits for us, that share our interests, that make us laugh, that make us feel comfortable, that we really want to spend time around beyond just the physical intimacy. Those are things that we just don't value as much as we should, and as a result, we're in more and more bad relationships that are doomed to failure before they even start, even though we convince ourselves that that's not the case. So look for the right qualities that are going to be truly important to you. Look at the big picture of who you're interested in, and ask yourself, how would I feel about this person beyond the physical attractiveness, beyond physical intimacy? Is this somebody that I want to spend time with? Is this somebody that I can really connect with on a deeper level? And if you can say yes to those things, and you can say yes to the physical attractiveness part, then you've got the winner that you're really looking for. But if you can only say yes to the physical attractiveness part, and you're not really sure that it's going to be a good fit in the other ways that are going to be more meaningful, then you're going to be doomed to failure, whether you want to admit it or not.